Hello, my name is Mike from Drywall.com. I'm going to show you how to put on paper-faced corner bead. The first thing you're going to need is the hopper, a couple sponges, and whatever roller you need. As you can see in the picture, there's a roller for square corner beads and there's a roller for bullnose corner beads. If you look at each end of the hopper, you will notice that there's a V groove at one end and a round groove at the other end. So that would be the same thing. It would be if you're using bullnose, you run it through the round end, and if you use square corner bead, you're going to run it through the square end with the V. You'll figure that out. It's pretty easy. You can buy the hopper, the rollers, and the bead at any drywall superstore. If you want to go online, you can find that stuff at Amazon.com or allwall.com. Has all that stuff. But anyhow, if you're going to do it right, you need the hopper and you need the rollers. You can mud it up with a knife and stick the bead on and then sponge it really tight, and you can make it work. But if you're going to do a bunch of it, you want the hopper and the roller. So anyhow, let's get going here. Let's cut some bead. You always want to cut your bead a little bit smaller than you need to because it doesn't hurt to have a gap at the floor. So usually about 3/8 less is what I do. Make sure it's all the way up to the ceiling. What I like to do is I'll put a little tack in there, one nail. Some guys will just lean the bead all over the place. I like to tack it as I go. That way I'm a little more organized. I'm not tripping over it. So just one little nail, a little tack. Move on to the next one. Make sure your paper is not folded underneath. Little tack. When I'm doing a window or something where more than one stick is lining up with another stick, I'll put two nails. I'll tack it up so I get nice accurate cuts that way. Okay, so now your bead is tacked up and you're ready to start putting the bead on. The first thing you'll need to do is mix up some mud. I'm going to show you how to mix up a box of mud. A lot of pros like to use boxes because boxes are more economical. What I do is I'll just cut the top piece of tape with anything sharp, just so I could open the box easily. Once you have the box open, you pull the bag out and wrap it around the outside of the box. Now you're ready to dump it into your bucket. Once you have it opened up, put the corner of the box right on the empty bucket and just kind of shake it aggressively. If you don't shake it really good, the mud's going to come out and go over the edge of the bucket and it will make a big mess. Throw the empty bag in there. Now you're ready to add some water and mix some mud. I've been using this DeWalt 60-volt drill you see right there. You can mix 20 buckets before you have to charge that battery, and when you do have to charge the battery, you can do it right there in that DeWalt work radio. So it's a hot little setup. You want it a little bit thin when you're doing the paper-faced beads, so that looks pretty good right there. Put the hopper on top of an empty bucket, and now you want to dump your mud in there and make sure we're doing square beads, so the V is on the left right there. The V groove I was trying to explain. So now when you run it through, it's only putting the mud in the V section of that bead. If you ran through the opposite direction, it would leave too much mud in there because that's for running bullnose bead. Slap it up there, make sure it's tight to the ceiling. Get your roller, you want nice even pressure right down the middle. Don't pull it from the left or from the right or the bead will twist on you. Grab your sponges. I like to use one sponge, and the excess mud I will wipe onto the other sponge. We'll do a couple more here. just so you get the hang of it. Run it through, make sure there's no air bubbles. Good. Tight to the ceiling. Nice even pressure right down the middle. Normally I'll do a whole bunch at a time, like 10, 12 sticks. Run them through, roll them, and then I'll come back and sponge them all at once. I'm doing a couple at a time just to show you. But yeah, you can do a bunch at a time. This stuff you can't go wrong. It bonds. It's great. When you're doing a window or something, I always do 2 at a time. I'll do the top and left like I'm doing here. It just helps to keep you organized. We are getting some bead on, you guys. See how that it's running out of mud there, but we're still good. You don't want to totally run out or you're going to get air bubbles on your bead. I think we made it though, so we're good. See, make sure you don't have any little corners that are folded up underneath. We already know this is all going to fit because we tacked it, remember? So we're in good shape. Do your rolling. Anywhere where 2 points line up, like right there, you got to make sure them 2 points line up perfectly right there. See the arrow? You can twist the roller either left or right just a little bit, and you could really dyno tune them corners and get them perfect. See what I mean? Awesome. A little sponge job here, and we'll have her. Okay, that's it. That's how to put on paper-faced corner bead. Make sure to like the video. Make sure to subscribe. I appreciate you watching.